On the 13th of November 2019, in the city of Leeds, a less than year-old Class 800 Hitachi Intercity Express train was about to be involved in quite a severe incident with a Class 43 HST set, pulling the eye on distractions and errors which led to such an incident. The time was around 35 minutes past 9 at night. The driver, who had around 39 years of experience, was taking an LNER Intercity Express train, unit number 800-109, back to Nevile Hill Depot in Leeds. It had developed a fault during the day. While taking the train from Leeds, the driver had gone into the train management system to disable the APCO system, which stands for Automatic Power Changeover. This was done because previously the driver, at the last time he had approached Nevile Hill, his head code wasn't recognised by the APCO, which caused the unit to switch from electric mode to diesel mode, which was an inconvenience to him. To avoid this, he disabled the system. This will play a key part in the incident later. The driver was operating under the head code of 5 Delta 29. However, the TMS kept on displaying the head code as 1 Delta 29, the previous planned head code. As the driver approached Nevile Hill Depot, he stopped at the Lima 772 signal, which was at danger. He noticed the HST train ahead, which was also bound for Nevile Hill Depot. The position light cleared to 2 white lights and the train entered. The driver noted that there was no power changeover and the APCO disablement was successful. At around 20:10 at night, the train began to decelerate behind the HST. As this happened, the signal for the HST, November 18, cleared, and the HST began moving into the depot. At 9:41, 5 Delta 29 came to a stop briefly behind the HST, which had now begun to move. The driver began focusing back on the train management system, now attempting to reinstate APCO. In doing this, he also noticed the HST had begun to move, so applied some power to the power brake controller before bringing his attention back to the DMS. At 21:41, at 28 seconds, the driver, who was unaware that his passenger train had gotten up to dangerous speed, looked up and saw that the HST was now meters away, going 3 times over the speed limit on that track, which was 5 miles an hour. The driver slammed the power brake handle into emergency, however it was too late. Around 4 seconds later, 5 Delta 29 collided with the HST at around 5 miles an hour. During this impact, the bogies of the second and third vehicle and the trailing wheel set of the fourth vehicle derailed to the right. At this time, the HST driver felt his train lurch forward and, due to the noise, thought that the back power car had exploded. As a result, he also went into an emergency stop. Around 10 seconds later after the impact, both trains were now at a halt. Both drivers instantly contacted the York ROC signaller, and personal staff who had been contacted by LNER from Nevile Hill came to the site to ensure the safety and welfare of both drivers. The HST was moved into the depot at 4:15 am on the 14th of November, and the IET was fully rerolled at 4:49 pm on the same day and also brought into the depot. Now you must ask, what caused this event? Well, it seems obvious that the immediate cause was the fact that 2 trains were occupying 1 signal block, and the IET overspeeding caused the collision. Furthermore, it also boils down to the fact that the driver was distracted. They were worried about resetting the system, and they were still very unfamiliar with the IET itself, this being his 3rd time driving an IET alone. It could also be due to the fact that he wasn't taught how to change the head code in the train management system, which resulted in APCO tripping the previous time. A notice was published to advise all drivers to not get distracted in the cab. After the incident, 800-109 was taken in for repairs and eventually released back into passenger service. 43-300, the locomotive involved in the collision, was officially written off and now resides in private property. The Nevile Hill collision demonstrates the importance of not getting distracted while operating a train, and is also why it is paramount to teach your employees the ins and outs of a train to prevent confusion and disablement of safety systems.